Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Miss Danni Stillwell.
Woo, it didn't look like this yesterday. Nobody was in here. Oh, man. It was 2000. I got invited to the Essence Awards. Yeah. By a really good girlfriend of mine, Iyanla Van Zant. And, yeah. You know. A few of you may know who she is. Who doesn't know who Iyanla is? Well, she is a New York Times bestselling author and lecturer. And she's currently the host of her own television show on the OWN network called Iyanla Fix My Life. 10 o'clock Saturdays. The new season starts April 13th. That's my commercial. And no, she didn't pay me for that. So we're going to New York City. Essence Awards. Awesome. We're in the hotel room, getting dressed, trying on outfits. This one's too short, this one's too tight, this one's not sexy enough. Makeup, shoes flying everywhere. But I had to look fierce. You know, because we don't know who we're going to see that night. Denzel might be there. And I have to look fierce for Denzel. All right? We wanted to look fierce. So the room is a mess by this time. So we get ready. And Iyanla had to take a phone call, so she said, listen, I ordered a limousine for you all. You go ahead to the theater, and I'll meet you there. So I said, limousine? I felt like a star. But I was a star, I just didn't know it at the time. So we get down to the limousine, and we're on our way. And we're in the limousine, and we're talking about what's going to happen that night, the anticipation and the excitement of who we're going to see, because it was hosted by none other than the great Oprah Winfrey and Bill Cosby. Ooh, I'm telling you, we were excited. So we're sitting in the back of the limousine, and we're all excited, and her daughter, Jamia, and her assistant, and her husband, and we're just talking and yapping. And in the distance, I could hear the crowd, and I could see lights and flashing lights, and then we got even more excited. And at that time, there were limousines in front of us, and there were limousines in back of us. And we began to inch closer and closer and closer, and it dawned on me that we were supposed to have been dropped off on the side of Radio City Music Hall. This didn't look like the side of Radio City Music Hall. And as we inched closer and closer, in my mind, I said, oh my God, we're in the wrong limousine. We are going to the red carpet. And then I heard myself say it out loud. Hey, y'all, we're in the wrong limousine. I said, what are you talking about? I said, this isn't going to the side of Radio City Music Hall. We're going to the red carpet. And they say, oh, I wonder what's going to happen when Iyanla find out that she's got the wrong limousine. That's what we should have been thinking and saying. But in my mind, I was saying, wow. What I was really thinking is, I'm going to the red carpet. I may never get this way again. But I am here now. And as soon as I said that, the other thing that popped up into my head, because the deceptive intelligence will tell you, who do you think you are? You don't deserve to be on nobody's red carpet. All right? Who do you think you are? And it took me back to when I was about 8 or 9. And I'm about to tell my age, okay? My grandmother had bought us tickets to go see the Dave Clark 5. At Cobo Hall. The Dave Clark 5. And I come downstairs and I thought I was real cute. I had on my color block dress and my go-go boots. And I was feeling real good. And my dad looked at me and he said, "Your legs look like straws in Pepsi-Cola bottles." I was horrified. How could my daddy, the one that loved me, and I knew my daddy loved me, how could he say something so devastating to me? That my legs look like straws in Pepsi-Cola bottles. And you know what? It felt like I was punched in the stomach. And I lost my breath. And my heart sank. Because to a little girl, what her daddy says is so important. And it shaped the way I dressed all of my young adult life. I wore dresses down to my ankles. I wore pants so that I could hide that vision of straws in a Pepsi-Cola bottle. And that wasn't all I hid. I began to hide my feelings because I wasn't important enough. Who was I? Everybody else and their feelings were much more important than mine. So I hid mine. I hid them for oh so very long, and whenever anybody did something to me, it was okay. It was all right. Who am I? So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and the noise and the shouts of the crowd woke me up. But that's all right. I'm here now. And as we inched closer, and the door to the limousine opened, and I saw the hand of the attendant, and I reached for it. And I emerged out of that limousine like I was Diana Ross. And I flung my arms open. And I turned around to the crowd and I waved. To thank them for all of the years of support and adoration that they had given me. And I waved to them, and they began to wave back until they realized that they didn't know who the hell I was. But that's okay, because I'm on the red carpet. And as I moved down the red carpet, I saw Jasmine Guy and Omar Epps. And they were hollering at me, say, "Hey," I said, "Oh, I don't have time. I got things to do." And E.T. and TMZ, they would say, "We need an interview." I said, "No. I don't have time for photographs or interview. I have to catch you later. I have some place to be." And as I walked that red carpet, I was so totally unchained. As a matter of fact, I was off the chain that night. Look at here. We went to the after party and oh, the stars were Minnie and Loretta Devine and Shamar Moore and Blair Underwood. They were just passing by me, and Leon passed by our table, and ladies, you know how fine Leon is. Yeah, Leon's so fine. But that's another story. And so as he passed by, I said, in my sexiest Detroit voice, I said, Leon, come. I would like to introduce you to some friends of mine. And he came. And he stayed for a while. And we had a fabulous time. And I took pictures with many different stars. And as I realized that that little girl from the east side of Detroit, who used to think that she wasn't good enough or enough or important, realized that there was a distinct difference between I'm here, and here I am. And here I am. In all of my magnificence, in all of my gloriousness, little girl with 2 straw legs and some go-go boots, walking the red carpet. And I've been walking it ever since. Thank you.
There she is, Danni Stillwell.